IELTS reading with clues, fill in the gaps. If someone asks you which fill in the gaps is the most difficult for you, most probably you're going to say this. With clues, fill in the gaps. What is the main problem? The main problem is you get confused. When you try to solve it, when you try to put the answer A, B, C, you get confused. Always there is like 2 to 3 options at least 2 to 3, right? A, B or C or B, E or F, right? These are the options always come through your mind. Okay, which will gonna be the answer, A, B or C, right? So there's the problem. You get confused with the options. You get confused with the clues. I'm going to solve this in this class. So what you do, as you have the confusion with the clues and the options, don't read those. Don't read those up front. That's the first thing. Don't read any clues up front. When you start doing the with clues, fill in the gaps, don't read. That's the first thing. Approach like without clues. So you approach your fill in the gaps with clues. You also approach it like without clues. Don't get confused. It's very easy. I'm going to show you. First, locate just 1 or 2 words. You don't need to locate everything, because whenever you get with clues fill in the gaps, generally with clues fill in the gaps, 90% cases it is summary completion. Summary, nothing else, right? Summary. So summary, whenever it is summary, means you're going to get all the answers within 2 to 3 paragraphs. Most probably sometimes 1 paragraph. So most probably 1 to 2 paragraphs. Most of the cases, 90% cases, it will going to be 2 paragraphs. You're going to get all the questions. So you don't need to locate everything. Just locate 1 or 2 words, maybe 3, not more than that. You don't need that. So sometimes it is not mandatory to locate the first question, to locate the word from the first sentence. Maybe look at it like here for this question type, you get like, okay, 𝐿, maybe you're going to locate it very quick. Melbourne, you're going to very quick, correct? There is no other words really will going to help you to locate in a very quickest way. All right, but some other times, maybe 𝐿 is here. Maybe think about it. Maybe 𝐿 is here. Maybe Melbourne is here. So you locate these 2 words. So always you're going to find some word or number that will going to help you to locate in a quickest time possible. It can be in the first sentence, second sentence, even the last sentence. Doesn't really matter. Okay, because if you can locate, okay, if you can locate for say, if you locate 32, 34, if you can locate 32 per se, so you know 31 will be before that, 33 will be after that. It's very simple. 5 to 6 questions, 4 to 6 questions. So just locate 1 or 2 words, not more than that. So let's go and do that. Let me do it in the double screen. One side will be the question, another side will be the passage. Let's go. All right, here it is. So see, these are the 2 words we are looking for. One 𝐿, another one is Melbourne. So see, don't try to read all the sentences here. You don't have the time. Okay, you don't have that. Just scan. Can you get that word? Scan it. Scan 𝐿, Melbourne. 𝐿, Melbourne. Is there anything? No, not really. Is there anything here? No, not really. Here, Mount. See, when you see M, you'll see, okay, Melbourne. No, it's not Melbourne, it's Mount. Okay, no, it is not here. Go forward, move forward. Look at here, look at here. No, look at here. No, 𝐿, Melbourne, right? Look at here, look at here, look at here. Just do some kind of scanning. Don't just read everything. You don't need that. Look at here. No, not really. And then when you come here, you'll get that word, right? One is John, 𝐿, and the other one is Melbourne. See, now you have some kind of identification. Okay, now I get the words I need. Now I get the location. Now you can understand, okay, this is the paragraph that started from here, despite, and you will going to get the answer 2 or 3 paragraphs. Most probably from here, if you read from here to here, you will get all the answers. That should be the case for any kind of fill in the gaps with clues or summary completion you will going to get. See? Sometimes it will be just in 1 paragraph, sometimes 2 paragraphs, sometimes 3, not more than that, never. Okay, so 2 to 3 paragraphs. So you get some kind of idea where to locate. Your location is done, right? Just locate 1 or 2 words. You have done that. Get the idea of the range for gaps. So now we get the idea, right? Where we will going to find everything. We get the idea where from this passage to this passage, right? This paragraph to this paragraph. We get the idea. What is the next option? Try to understand what they want you to find out. It is very important. Try to understand what they want you to find out. Now you get the location. Now it's time to read the question and find out what they want you to find out. I am telling you again, don't put any kind of attention to here. Let me do one thing. Let me erase the words, right? So it will going to help you so that you will not put the concentration there. Okay, I have done that, erased all the words, so your concentration will just only be here and the gaps. Okay, just to give you some idea, just to put your concentration in the right place, because we have this kind of things. The direction, the focus is very important. If your focus is always in the gaps here, it will be very difficult for you to answer. But if you focus in the right place, you will be able to answer it in the right way. So okay, what we're going to do, we'll try to find out what they want us to find out. So read the question and make a question out of it. Read the question, listen to me again, read the question and make a question out of it. What they're saying, see, don't spend a lot of time. You don't need to even read the name in the very right way, like John Haiti or Haiti. Don't worry about it. There is no marking for that. So just according to professor, okay, there is a name in a place, in a institute. Okay, there is a very little indication. There is a very little indication that streaming leads to what? So the passage is all about the case for mixed ability classes. So whenever you do the classes, maybe there are a lot of students with different ability, right? So mixed ability classes, that's what they are going to talk about, mixed ability classes. So the question is, there is a very little indication that streaming leads to what? You are not getting a lot of it. There is a very little indication, right? Streaming leads to what? So if you, as the question is starting from here, as the name is starting for here, we will try to read from here. What are they saying? Despite all this, there is a limited empirical evidence. Limited. If you don't know the meaning of the word, don't worry about it. Cut it. I'm always telling you, you need to work whatever you have inside of you. You can't force it. You don't know the meaning of this word. Maybe in the time, maybe you will try to, okay, let's go and dictionary and know the meaning of that word. Don't do that. In the time of exam, who will going to help you? Who will going to give you the dictionary? Will you be permitted to use the dictionary? No. You need to work whatever is inside you. So why not doing that at your home too? You don't know the meaning of this word, okay, you don't need to know everything to answer. They're saying there is a limited evidence. Limited evidence means, see, little indication. There is a limited evidence, little indication to suggest that streaming results leads to, something leads to means something results. If I say this class leads to a good result for your, with clues, fill in the gaps. This class results. This class leads to discuss results. Same thing. So leads to means result. What? Discuss result. Result in better outcomes. Better outcomes for the students, right? Better outcomes. Our answer is, see, here our answer will be the better outcomes. So what we will going to do, instead of looking into the options, you will try to find out the answer and try to put it here. It can be word or it can be words. See what they're saying, get the word or words from the article for all gaps one by one. Get the word or words. What will going to be the answer for this one? If there was no options, no clues, what would you answer here? You would answer streaming leads to better result. There is a little evidence, there is a limited evidence, there is a little indication that streaming leads to streaming results, better outcomes. So the answer will be the better outcomes. Now is the time. Now you go and try to find out the similar things of the better outcomes. What you can write? What are the words here that indicate the better outcomes? Now you find out. Wrong classes? No. Wrong classes never indicate the better outcomes. Lower expectation? Not really. Average learners? No. Bottom set? No. Brightest pupils? But no, not brightest pupils is a good student, but they're saying they're talking about the result. Disadvantaged backgrounds? No. Weaker students? No. Higher achievements? Yes. Better outcomes, higher achievements. Now it is become very easier for you. Now you can understand what can be the answer. You will never gonna get confused. Positive impression, okay, little bit, but we are talking about results. Results means outcomes means achievements. So the answer will be H. See, if you would try to match it beforehand, it will be difficult for you. Let's do the next one. Very quick. This class should not go for a long time. This class should be very small one because this is a very small thing and I'm gonna teach you in a very easiest way. He points out that in schools which use streaming, the most significant impact is on those students placed in the where. So the most significant impact on what type of students, right? What type of students? That's what they are looking for here, nothing else. That's what they're looking for. Try to understand what they are giving you, what they want you to find you. They want you to find you. He points out that in school which use streaming. So those are school who are using streaming. the most significant impact on those students placed in higher. So students placed in higher. So who are getting most significantly impacted or affected, kind of that. If you go here and try to read from this part, education research knows that tracking has minimal effect on learning outcomes. What is more, streaming appears to significantly, see, now we get the word significant, significantly and negatively. So they're saying significantly and negatively affect means impact those students assigned to the lowest set. So what type of student affected significantly? What type of student affected? Lowest sets of student. This is your answer. The lowest set for this one 32, the answer is lowest sets, not the highest set, lowest set. Now you go here and try to find out. I am sure you already found out what is the answer. It is D, right? Lowest sets, bottom sets, lowest sets, bottom sets. Done. Don't concentrate here now. You're done with concentration here. Now you go and try to find out what they want you to find out in the next question. Especially where a large proportion, what proportion? Large proportion, large number, large proportion, percentage of them have dash. So large proportion or large percentage have what? Large percentage have what? That we want to find out. So they said these students tend to have much higher representation, large proportion. See, much higher representation, a large proportion of low socioeconomic class. So large proportion of them have low socioeconomic class. This is your answer. Low socioeconomic class. Much higher representation, large proportion. Students placed in low socioeconomic class. Now you go here, which one is low socioeconomic class? They're not talking about classes. They are not talking about class means your background, right? They're not talking about students, right? Low socio. Who is the low socioeconomic class in your generation, in your society? Per se, if you look at here, maybe some people live in the slums, right? Some people just pulling a rickshaw, right? They are the low socioeconomic class generally. They are the low socioeconomic class. Which one represent a low socioeconomic class? Disadvantaged background. Those who are from the disadvantaged background, we call them low socioeconomic class. So the answer will be F for 33. Okay, dokie. 34. Meanwhile, in the meantime, for the dash, there appears to be only minimal advantage. So you're looking for whom, or who is getting minimal advantage, who is getting a little bit of advantage, not a lot of advantage, who is getting minimal advantage. That's what we are looking for, nothing else. Less significant is that small benefits. See, small benefits means minimal advantage. Small benefits, again, small benefits, minimal advantage. For those, for who? Small benefit for who? That's why for is C, for those lucky clever students. Lucky clever students. So here, lucky clever students. This is your answer. Lucky clever students. Now look at here. Which one represent lucky clever students? Which one represent that? Right? You got it? Brightest pupils. Lucky clever students. Brightest pupils. All right. Okay. Last one. A further issue is that teachers. So you are looking for teachers. So you try to understand where they are talking about the teachers. Just try to look for a bit where the teacher, because they will not going to change the word, right? Teacher, what they can say about the teacher. Not really anything. Maybe instructors, most probably. Not more than that. So here are the teachers. So you are looking for here for the answer. What is that? A further issue is that teachers tend to, intention to, have dash of students in streamed group, not for other thing. For what? For streamed groups. So teacher have something, teacher have some intention. We are trying to find out the teacher's intention, not other intention. You are looking for teacher's intention. Teachers intend to, teachers tend to, teachers tend to have dash, teachers tend to have what? Okay, let's go and read it. One of the most significant factors is that teachers estimate, calculate of achievement. So teacher trying to estimate, teacher trying to calculate the achievement. Okay, what is their intention? Streaming students. So see, streaming student. Now we get streamed students in the streamed group. Streaming students. See, try to match it. Students in streamed group. Streaming students by a diagnosed. So they are diagnosing means they are testing. Those who are doctor, they know that diagnose means testing. Diagnosed achievement. What they are testing? They are testing achievement. Automatically limits. So they are saying automatically limits what teachers feels the students is capable of. So the feelings, see, the feelings of the teacher, listen to me very carefully please, the feelings of the teachers about the capability of the students getting limited. What? The feelings of the teachers about the capability of the students getting limited. That's what they are saying. So the feelings of the teacher is getting limited. They can't hope a lot. They can't hope use. For say, you are studying with me, you are instructor, I am the instructor, you are the student, so I cannot hope a lot for you, although I am hoping a lot for you, but still maybe I am not hoping a lot for you, don't study. So your capability about your capability, my feelings about your capability is getting limited. So automatically limited. So limited, right? They cannot think, they cannot hope a lot. I cannot hope a lot for you, right? My expectations get limited. The answer will be like limitations, right? Limitations of hope, limitations of feelings, right? What will be the answer? What will be the answer? These are done, these are done, these are done. So the wrong classes, we can know lower expectations, right? The teachers have the lower expectation. Their expectation about the students' capability getting limited. Their expectation about the students' capability, they have lower expectations now. The answer will be the B. So see, I am just giving you a short review about this class. Whenever you will do the fill in the gaps, see, about the with clues, just do in this way. Just don't read any clues. Approach like it is without clues. First look at just one or two words so that you will understand where the question is. Get the idea of the range of the gaps. Try to understand what they want you to find out and go there, try to find out that. You will get one or two words for each answer, sometimes 3 words. And then when you will get those words, 1, 2 or 3, and then you just come here and try to match. You'll see you will never gonna get confused with the options. If you look at the options beforehand, it will make you confuse a lot. So try this out. Hopefully it will gonna help you. Thank you for joining. I'm going to see you in the next one. Till then, goodbye.